Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you what I like to call my Ritzy chicken bites. Basically, a glorified chicken nugget. And it is so good. It is like the favorite chicken nugget around here at the moment. And I figured if you're gonna have like maybe a New Year's Eve party, something really casual, something really low key, and if you're having kids come over, because that's something that I feel like we really overlook. We overlook when we're having a big party for the holiday season, whether it be, you know, for Christmas or New Year's or whatnot. We really overlook making food that's, you know, obviously delicious for us, but also really friendly for kids as well. So I had a question the other day saying, I'm having a New Year's Eve party, what can I serve? And I thought this would be so fantastic because every kid loves chicken nuggets, but these are award-winning. They're so, so good. I'm going to show you how to make them. Easy as you will not believe, but so amazing. The recipe ingredients are just so minimal. You'll need, for now anyway, you'll just need some chicken. I'm using chicken tenders because it makes it a little bit easier, but chicken breast will do. And you'll need some buttermilk, regular paprika, not smoked, granulated garlic, some salt, and a little olive oil, because I'm gonna get these into the buttermilk and I'm just gonna have them sit in there for a couple of hours because it really helps keep them really tender, because white meat tends to dry out really quickly. So we're gonna keep this really nice and tender by doing that. So before I touch the chicken, let's work on the buttermilk, because to my buttermilk I'm gonna add a really good pinch of salt, and I'm going to add my paprika and my garlic, because this kind of infuses the chicken from the inside, so it's not just the outer layer that's flavorful. And then just a drizzle of olive oil, and then give this a really nice mix, just like that. And now that is ready to go. So, and now to your chicken, all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your chicken tenders into bite-sized pieces, because I want these to be quite small. I don't want them to be too big, but don't make them, you know, minute. So this is like perfect. I would say maybe about 1.5 inches. I'm just going to throw them right in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these with some plastic wrap, and then I'm going to pop them into the fridge for a couple of hours. I'll show you what they look like when they're there, and then I'll run through the rest of the ingredients you'll need for the coating, which makes them so crispy, so buttery, so delicious, so cheesy. You are gonna die over these, because I know I do. So I want you to do the same thing. Alright, so now to coat my chicken bites, what I've got here are some Ritz crackers. What I've done is I've taken a couple of sleeves of Ritz crackers. You want about 2 cups of the crumbs, and then I just pulse them into my food processor, and I pulse them so that I can get this texture. You can see some of them are a little bit bigger. This just adds a lot of really lovely salty crunch, because Ritz crackers are really salty and really buttery, which I love. And then I added a little bit of panko breadcrumbs just to kind of bulk it up and give it another layer of crunch. And now I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, because I want that cheesiness to just come through almost like, you know, like salt, because I'm not going to add any additional salt to this. So I want it to all come from ingredients, and I think the Parmesan cheese just works really well. Now my chicken has been marinating in the buttermilk for a few hours, and what I've got going on here is I have my cast iron skillet with some vegetable oil. Now I'm going to be shallow frying, so this works perfectly, and I've got about 1/2 inch of oil in my large cast iron skillet over about medium-high heat. So I'm going to just keep an eye on that, and for now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix all of these together, and I cannot even explain to you how good these are, but like just how salty and crunchy and fantastic these are. They're way better than any standard chicken nugget. You know, I'm going to go on a limb and say they might even be better than my saltine chicken fingers here, but they are fantastic. So what you do is you just take your chicken from the buttermilk. I kind of just work with one piece at a time. Okay, you take your clean, non-wet hand, and you just kind of just dredge them and pack on your cracker mixture here. And then I'm just going to keep piling them up on the plate, and once I've got several that are ready, I'm going to start frying them up. And they only take a few minutes or so to fry, and I'll show you what they look like when they're coming out. Taking the last out. Some get a little bit darker than others, but it doesn't really matter, as long as they stay really nice and crispy and cooked within. And really that buttermilk, because it was sitting in there for several hours, it really keeps the inside really, really lovely and moist. So if you do tend to overcook them a little bit, which sometimes can happen, you don't really have to worry about them going really dry. And then what I do is, as soon as they come out, I do a little one of these, and the cheese kind of melts on top of your little chicken bites. I mean, it's gonna be really hot. Mmm. 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 It's salty, really crunchy, super delicious, super light, and they're like not weighed down at all. And I attribute that to the Ritz cracker because it's not like a really compacted, really heavy breadcrumb. Mmm. I feel good. Hot though. Mmm. 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 Delicious and easy. Go to laurainthekitchen.com. I'll have the recipe ready for you. Make them for whatever the occasion may be. But I'm telling you, if you're having a New Year's get together, these need to be on the list. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me. I gotta stop eating them. I'll see you next time. Bye.